Alright guys, let's get into it. Today's MMA world is on fire once again. Daniel Cormier just got hilariously trolled by a UFC staff member. Bryce Mitchell literally smashed and fixed his own nose, and Tom Aspinall's father has fired back at Dana White over his comments about Tom's eye injury, revealing a worrying update that's got fans genuinely concerned. Let's break down all the drama. First up, Daniel Cormier just got roasted by his own UFC staff. So the UFC shared a clip where a staff member straight up asked DC if he ever wished he was athletic. Yeah, you heard that right, a two-division champion, an Olympian, and Hall of Famer being asked if he's athletic. Cormier's face said it all. At first, he tried to laugh it off, but you could tell he was not letting that slide.
Seriously? That's absolutely ridiculous.
No, for real. Like in your prime.
Have you seen my career? Come on. That's so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
Do you ever wish you were athletic? Do you ever wish you were athletic?
Which mean I wish I kind of, but girl, look at me. Look like a fucking athletic physique.
No. In my prime, I had athleticism to spare. I could pass some of my athletic ability to more people on the UFC roster.
Do you ever wish you were more athletic?
Well, have you would wish to be bigger? Yeah, but we all have a wish.
I can do everything. Basketball, soccer. I've just unlocked the fact that I'm still a pretty good soccer player. I can hit a baseball. I went to the Olympics. There's a lot of cool shit I did. That was the greatest ever.
I think I'm athletic. You say I'm not athletic? We're gonna be fighting, bro. You don't think I'm athletic, bro? Tell me how you really feel, bro. Spill the tea, dog.
It was all good fun, but man, that's one of those moments you know will live on in meme history. Speaking of wild moments, Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell is back in the headlines, and this time, it's not for his fighting. Bryce broke his nose during training badly. The man was bleeding everywhere, but instead of rushing to the hospital, he jumped online asking if anyone in Searcy, Arkansas could fix it for free.
Hey, I'm in Searcy, Arkansas right now. I need my nose straightened out. I just got it broken. It's, you can tell, it's sideways or whatever, but dude, the doctors are so expensive. They're like $2,000 or some shit just to set my nose. Can somebody in Searcy, by the grace of God, please set my nose back straight for free? If you could fix my nose for free in Searcy, Arkansas right now, send me a message, and I'll probably go to you instead of the doctor, because this is probably going to be thousands of dollars, and it'll just have to be pulled and put back straight, So if y'all can help, let me know. Thank you.
He said doctors wanted to charge him thousands of dollars just to set it straight, and he was hoping a local could lend a hand, literally. Sean Strickland chimed in at first, telling him to just get a medical from the UFC, but later realized that fighters can only get that kind of help if they have a fight booked. Strickland wrote, "Well, I was wrong. You gotta have a fight booked to get medical from the UFC. LMAO, what a joke." 2 hours later, Bryce came back with an update. His buddy fixed it for free.
Hey, I wanted to let y'all know I'm doing really good, and I wasn't in any pain at all, so that was really good. For whatever reason, it just didn't hurt the whole time. But I was worried because I didn't know exactly what to do, and I didn't know if it would ever come back straight again. And that was my main concern, but I'm totally healed. Thank the Lord. God, thank you so much for healing me. And also, I apologize for looking like a cheapskate, because right when that happened, my brain went to primal survival instinct, and I started thinking, oh man, this is going to be expensive. This is going to be, what have I done here? This is going to be thousands of dollars to fix. And it's a shame that that's where my brain went to, but that was my main concern, and my buddy did fix it for free. But I'm going to try not to be a cheapskate next time. And I've been to the doctor, and honestly have not had a problem paying with what I've been charged. One time I got a big piece of wood stuck in my hand, and it was only $600 to get it out, and it was worth it. When I ripped my nuts in half, it was only $1,250. That was the best $1,250 I ever spent.
But let's move on to the real storm that's shaking up the MMA world, the Tom Aspinall situation. Aljamain Sterling sparked huge controversy after criticizing how Tom handled the eye poke from Cyril Gane at UFC 321. Sterling basically said Tom shouldn't have told the referee he couldn't see, because under the rules, that gives the ref no choice but to stop the fight.
When Tommy got poked in the eye, the first thing that he said was, "I cannot see." And we all know when you are fouled, you cannot say those words, otherwise the ref is inclined to stop the fight, because that is just the way the rules are in. Don't be mad at me. I'm not the guy who created the rules. I agree that Tommy was egregiously poked in the eye and it had some effect on him, and it wasn't cool. But nothing could be done at that point. So with that said, I think he should have handled the situation differently, and I think everybody will agree with that. You don't say those words. And of course, it's a natural reaction. You get poked, you go, "Oh, I can't see, I can't see." Okay, but we're professionals. We've been here before. We've seen multiple fights like this. So we got to handle it as best as we could. And maybe that's what probably happened with Tommy. Who knows? Again, I don't know how badly hurt he was. I've never questioned Tommy's integrity. I've never questioned any fighter's integrity. But I do like to make fun of certain situations because I've gotten a very unfair share of flack from a lot of fans when I was illegally kneed in the head, and somehow I was being a bitch, a pussy, and all these other things under the sun, when none of you guys ever been blasted in the head with a knee that you did not see coming from anywhere.
Meanwhile, Dr. Brian Sutter, one of the most respected medical voices in sports, jumped in to clear things up. He explained that even though Tom's eye looked okay after the fight, that doesn't mean it was functioning properly. He said, "There's a big difference between something looking okay and something functioning okay. When you get knuckles dug deep into both eyes, that's plenty of trauma."
It's always a mechanism, a moment, a foul, right? That clearly can cause, even if it's not specifically a big, bad, severe injury, can clearly cause enough visual impairment that the fight should be stopped. And that's really what I think you have to focus on. Everybody seemed to be latching onto the fact that, even at the hospital afterwards, right, the doctor said, well, there's no serious damage. People saw that his eye visually looked okay. The doctor that was there covering the fight said the eye looks okay. And there's a big difference between something looking okay and something functioning okay. And when you get knuckles dug deep into your eyes, not just on one side, but on both sides, that is plenty force, that's plenty trauma to cause your eye to not function the right way, even though it might objectively look okay when the doctor is there at the ringside examining it. And so I think it was handled perfectly. I think, yeah, the eye visually looks okay, but in those circumstances, you have, number one, a foul, you have a mechanism of injury, and you have a fighter that's telling you symptoms. It's telling you they can't see. And if you can't see, you can't protect yourself. If you can't protect yourself, the fight can't continue. So it seemed very, very straightforward.
That statement brought a lot of balance to the conversation, but it didn't stop the criticism. Then, Dana White gave his 2 cents, and Dana never bites his tongue. He hinted that the injury might not have been serious enough to stop the fight and said only Tom really knows how bad it was. Henry Cejudo quickly came to Tom's defense. In a recent interview, Triple C told Tom not to take the criticism personally, not even from Dana.
Looking back at it now, like, what do you do with eye pokes? It happened to me, and it happens to everybody. And the Nevada State Athletic Commission, they need to step up and say, automatic 1 point, second time you do it, disqualifications, like no more.
And just when things seemed to calm down, Tom's father, Andy Aspinall, dropped a bombshell update that shook everyone. Andy revealed that Tom still can't see out of his right eye. He said after returning to England, they saw a specialist who confirmed it's not good. Tom's right eye is completely gray, and his left eye is now blurry too. According to Andy, tests show no permanent damage yet, but the situation has worsened since fight night. That's honestly scary.
We got an appointment yesterday morning with a friend of ours who is one of the doctors from the UFC, and he got us a private appointment at Cheadle Hospital to see an eye specialist yesterday. He kind of basically did the same as the guy that we saw over there, said it's bad, it's not good, but his eye is a little bit more closed than it was. His right eye he still can't see anything. He said it's just grey. And they tested him on words and he just couldn't see anything. His left eye, 50%, he went down about 4 letters and then couldn't see the letters. So one's really blurry and one's still not working.
And Andy didn't stop there. He responded directly to Dana White's comments, saying the UFC needs to take real action to prevent these kinds of injuries.
What does it take to make an eye poke intentional, and is there even a way you could ever prove that?
Who the knows? Who gives a
But it's an issue if the UFC want it to be an issue. There's nothing we can do about it, but this has highlighted at a high level in the sport that it's dangerous. If they want to do something about it, they should. If they care about people, they should. And it's back to everybody has opinions. Everybody needs money as well. It's about, you know, I don't have to say what I say or do what I do to report back to shareholders to make money for a company. I do this because it's a sport. I want to do it with my son. I want to spend time with my kids. The other people who are doing it to report back to shareholders at the highest level because it's part of a company, and then they're doing it, most of the people online are doing it, the analysts, the ex-fighters, the YouTube makers are doing it because they make a video and that video makes them money, so it's about money. Then they're entitled to their opinion, but I don't read it and I don't care.
But even with all that, the criticism hasn't stopped. Yuri Prochaska also shared his thoughts on X, saying he didn't know how bad the poke was, but that for him, it's essential to win. And that's gonna do it for today's roundup. From Bryce Mitchell fixing his own face to Tom Aspinall's worrying update, it's been another wild week in the world of mixed martial arts. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for all the latest MMA updates, and I'll catch you in the next one.